Mahara can stabilize with mass creature removal. Looks like Mahara has got Pyroclasm in his hand.
Pyroclasm, he's got a bonded fetch, he's got a flying stone, he's got a momentary blink.
Must have just drawn the Mind Stone because he chose not to play it last turn. Couldn't Pyroclasm last turn because of the Force Spike threat.
I think it's a promise.
Yeah, fair.
We've seen this from Mahara before, this just stare at the barrel.
Yes, look at that hand. Momentary blink, Pyroclasm, land.
He's going to keep staring at that hand until he finds the right play.
What is the future sight card? The blue one?
That's the bonded fetch.
Oh, bonded fetch.
3 mana, 0/2, haste, looter, essentially.
He can Pyroclasm here, right? Is that... Decides instead for the bonded fetch. So he's willing to play that into a Force Spike.
So no, the Force Spike can only do sorceries or instants.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Yeah.
So he gets his looter into play, and that's an 0/2, so he can even block.
Absorb a point of damage, sift through his hand, find other cards.
As usual, Mahara finds the right play. Roos goes ahead and attacks. Mahara takes 2, and down comes another one. Alright, Mahara uses the loot ability. Discards Momentary Blink.
Yeah, he can find it there later if need be.
Now what to play if you're Makihito Mahara? Mind Stone makes sense.
And Kitchen
Finks. Which, once again, cannot be countered with the Force Spike ability on those merfolk.
You see Sage's Dowsing.
Yes, it can be countered by that. Random Wizard ability means that Roos gets to draw a card as well. Sarah Angel flying over the festivities here.
Wondering why she's not on the board with all these little merfolk. And
we saw Shivan Dragon this weekend.
We did, multiple times.
Alright, so there's 4 1/1 merfolk on Jan Roos' side of the board. There's 1 0/2 looter for Makihito Mahara. 5 creatures, 4 power. Very different from what the red-green decks will bring out to fight with. Mahara has been building up his mana. He's been setting up his hand.
We also have a Mutavault here from
that thing's gigantic. I mean, Jan Roos has come out reasonably quickly in terms of permanent, but really needs like a Regery or a Lord, right?
Lord of Atlantis here, obviously.
There's an island over there too, right?
It looks like there's an island.
I know there was one in the hard draw.
With the
oh, you can make one if you have to.
You can make one if need be.
But even just turning these guys into 2/2s takes, I mean, block becomes much less attractive for Mahara anyway. So Jan Roos sizing it up. Tied 2 games apiece. I gotta think Mahara feels pretty good about getting to turn 5 with 15 points of life left.
This is not the beatdown Jan was looking for.
All right, well, we're going to go down to Rich Hagon to let us know what's going on in the other semifinal match between Young-Han Chu and Marin Leverett. See if we can get Rich's mic up. How's it going down there, Rich?
Well, Randy, talk about victory and defeat. Marin Leverett is out by 3-0. In that last game, I have been waiting for approximately 17 turns to tell you that Chu wins 3-0. And every single time, Leverett comes back, he finds a Scred, he finds a Cloud Thresher, he finds another Cloud Thresher, he kills the Solar. But eventually, Chu just has too much, and Lorraine spent a lot of that match with his head in his hands, scratching his head, going, I do not know what to do. And he He threw everything at you, and you still wins 3-0.
Yeah, great player. Hats off to Marin Libert on the second top 8. I doubt it would be the last one, but that was a nightmare of a matchup. He was just not set up to beat Revelark. So we've got one Revelark deck through to the semis. It'll be playing against Charles Gindy. Got a better matchup. We'll see. Will there be a second Revelark deck in the hands of Makihito Mahara? Or will there be a Merfolk deck? Next couple turns are going to tell us that. So Roos had attacked last turn while we're getting the update from Rich. Got some damage through, but got a guy blocked by the O2. Now Mahara's ready to sweep the board. Pyroclasm.
So you can sack 3 Curse Catchers, but there's still enough mana here for...
Right. It's interesting that Mahara has not used his looter here.
Oh, he's used before the...
I mean, pyroclasming with an untapped looter, essentially waiting for Roos to make the first move. Right. Roos can say, okay, and
looter die.
And the looter will get to die. I mean, Mahara knows he's going to make this resolve, right? It's a kind of an interesting little... If Roos responds, then Mahara can use it, but Mahara has pass priority. Alright, well, turns out Jan does in fact want to tap some lands here. And Mahara, I think, knew that. It's going to force Mahara to tap some lands in order to pay. Okay. Pay for that one. Do it again. No, now he lets the Pyroclasm resolve. And Mahara does not, in fact, get to use his looter. But Mahara does keep 2 lands untouched. Oh, Mind Stone in the land. Alright, well this is pretty much the way Makihito Mahara drew it up. Stabilize. Go. Defend my life total.
Draw a card
Clear the
with Mind
board.
Stone.
Draw a card with Mind Stone. Now what? Mahara's at 6.
That's a big adjustment.
Yeah, I thought the life totals were wrong there.
That changes the math a little bit.
Still basically Mahara's game plan. He's facing off against just a Mutavault. Now what is that?
That is Sower of Temptation.
Sower of Temptation will steal nothing, and a Mutavault of his own. This is our last quarterfinal match.
He does have a blink in his yard.
True.
So that Sower will steal.
I can steal Mutavault mid-combat, right?
I can. If he had 4 mana untapped. Now let's decide if he wants to send his Mutavault into Sower of Temptation or Mutavault. Or if he has some way to kill the Sower here before Momentary Blink comes online.
Looks like the blink in the yard means he's incentivized to
Oh,
trade.
there's Sunlance.
Sunland.
So last night, John Fickle played Merfolk.
Yeah.
And he was looking at Royce's list. And he said, wow, why didn't I find Sunlance?
Wow.
He's like, that's the card I was looking for.
Wow.
No attack.
Fairy Conclave for Mahara. So no creatures in play. Sunlands took out the Sower. Both players have a Mutavault, and now Mahara also has a Fairy Conclave.
I'm sure as this
Life
game
totals
goes
are
longer
6
and
to
longer, it
19.
favors Royce no matter what the life totals are.
It's true. I mean, the Mahara should be fine with this. Roos really needs to find a way to threaten those last 6 points of life before Mahara can stitch his combo together. Or even just control, right? Mahara can start plinking away at Fairy Conclaves in theory.
Yeah, and Mahara just sits there, thinks and thinks. A lot of land for Royce.
It's true. Yeah, no lords, right? No Regeries, no Lord of Atlantis. Came out, creature.
Just a lot of Atlantis.
No lord, lots of Atlantis.
And
The landlord tends to favor the control deck.
Yep. And we're gonna